Lagi mong sinisiguradong patas. Lagi mong inuuna kung anong dapat. Hindi mo kayang malunok ang katotohanang marami pa rin tayong kababayang gutom at walang tahanan. Kaya hindi ka tumigil sa paglaban. Harapin ang kahirapan. Tulungan ang nangangailangan. Basagin ang korupsyon na kanilang nakasanayan. Sa loob at labas, man ng Pinas, bakas na bakas ang iyong tapang puksain ang mga problema ng bansa. Gamit ang lakas, gamit ang isip, gamit ang puso. Kung para sa mamamayang Pilipino, si MP, wala yang sinisino. Manny Pacquiao.
Valoria goes left. Valoria flips it up and in! Sir Orlan Mamar, but Mamar gets the step and the finish.
Hail Mary. June Manzo will fire.
Oh my goodness! June Manzo all the way from Serrano, Beguelo, Serrano with the basket. Fuentes, no hesitation, gets it to go. No! Obisto, yeah! Jason Obisto! Way to put back!
Day 3 ng Liga ng Bawat Pilipino, 7th season ng inyong MPBL, and we are live from the Inara Sports Arena in Pasig City where Alex Cabagnot, the battle-tested veteran, is making his MPBL debut. Champion in the PBA, making his way to the MPBL, and we have another returning champion as well, Arwin Santos of the Basilan Port Masters. They take on Michael Cañete, who is suiting up for Rizal this time after a stint with Abra last season. He will join forces with Alwin Alday, one of the leading scorers of last season. Alwin, who scored 43 in one game last season. It was the personal best for Alwin Alday, and Rizal has an early test ahead of them. They take on the Basilan Viva Port Masters and Rizal Central Mall Golden Coolers. This is a home game para sa kanila, and it's going to be a tough challenge ahead for them. Magandang gabi po mga kaliga, si Dav Tupas kasama si Christian Luanzon, and nakita natin immediately kung sino ang mga magbibida sa laro natin. Kasama din natin si Sydney Crespo at courtside. And Christian, what do you say about that matchup that we saw in the opening mga shots natin?
Ang ganda kasi, no, tingnan dahil unang-una itong Basilan, comebacking team as well. 5-year absence, and a lot of big names. Obviously, we have MVPs, Al Husseini, UAAP MVP. Arwin Santos, also UAP MVP, PBA MVP. You have Alex Cabagnot, a star point guard, and among others. And then, Rizal, I thought they made underrated pickups as well. More youthful pickups, if I may add. Eric Camson, he's no pushover. Samboy De Leon, if he's still the De Leon in my head, the way I remember him, he can be a big help to this team, especially with the likes of Alwin Alday, Balagtas, and the other holdovers.
Okay. Let's quickly check out ang lineup nitong Viva Basilan Port Masters, and ang dami. This is a star-studded team. You have Jervy Cruz, Eman Calo, an MPBL champion, Gab Dagangon, Jason Grimaldo, John Mahari, who came from Zamboanga, Lorenzo Navarro, and Jeff Viernes, who just won a championship with Pampanga, who holds the scoring record in the MPBL with 50 points. And Rab Al Husseini, of course, was with Manila last season.
Well, he had a good season last season, that's playing back up against with his former teammate, fellow Atenea na si Greg Slaughter. But he had his moments, especially the first part of the season when they were waiting for him. But to me, this is an interesting lineup because usually teams now would mix those young legs with some veterans. I see a lot of veterans. I think the big question for me is that can they hold the fort, especially towards the playoffs, wherein they could run with teams because the age of this team is not so young. So it'll be interesting to see, the veterans like the Santos, the Cabagnots, the Jervy Cruz, if they can hold the fort, guys like Enzo Hoson, who's still young, guys like Eman Calo, who still plays like a young man, who could push them in the playoffs, and then you would need those, veteran experience in the playoffs.
Oo. On the other side naman, no, Rizal, Central Mall, Golden Coolers, and you talk about underrated pickups. Eric Pili is another one of them.
Right,
He was
from
the
Marikina.
He was a leading scorer of Marikina. And syempre, si Michael Cañete that we saw earlier. Samboy De Leon came in late, pero he is there. Neil Tolentino, another defensive guy na magandang and posible makatulong sa kanila.
Right. They didn't get superstars, but they got players who are stars in their role. And I think Eric Pili, it's a challenge. It's going to be a challenge for him. He's used to having the ball in his hands a lot in Marikina, a non-playoff team. Rizal made the playoffs last season, squeezed in, and was able to outplay Quezon City for a while during the last stretch. And then they pick up also Cañete, who's a veteran. Apacible, who played well last season. I'm not sure if he's playing. From what I heard, he got injured. He's going to be a big part of their success this season.
Oo, and syempre kasama natin si Sidney Crespo, who is with a couple of players who will see action tonight.
Yes, Adel, before we start this ball game, I'm excited to talk to our player matchup. Kasama ko sina Alex Cabagnot ng nagbabalik na Basilan Viva Port Masters at syempre si Alwin Alday ng Rizal Centro Mall Golden Coolers. Alex, fans have been waiting for Basilan's return in the league and the expectations are high this year with a star-studded lineup. How does it feel na isa kayo sa inaabangan ng maraming kaliga?
Siyempre naman, the expectations are always, it's always a good thing. Pero we still have to perform on the court, so we have to keep our expectations low. On the even keel lang sa team namin.
We're also excited to see you back here on the court, so good luck to you. Ngayon naman, Alwin, alam natin na meron kang unfinished business para sa Rizal mula last season. Paanong paghahanda ang ginawa ninyo to also live up to the expectations this year?
Ginawa lang namin yung tinuturo ni Coach since day one. Kasi last season, ang goal namin makapasok ng playoffs, so nakapasok naman kami. Ngayong season goal namin, mas mahigitan pa namin yung nagawa namin last season.
Alright, gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me here sa ating player matchup interview. Ngayon mga kaliga, alam ko excited na kayo. So Richard Tapos, please take it away.
Get ready everyone for tonight's main game. Basilan against Rizal in Season 7 of the 2025 Manny Pacquiao's MPBL. Now the starters, introducing first your Basilan Viva Port Masters. At forward number 3, Raymar Kaduyak. Guard number 15, Enzo Hoson. Power forward number 20, Derby Cruz. Playing center number 21, Raba Al-Husseini. Point guard number 74, Jeff Biernes. The head coach is Mac Tan. Assistant coaches, Carmelo Navarro, Rob Labagala, Ardel Siap, and Chilito Caro. Assistant team manager, Timothy Pua. Team manager, Rich Alvarez. And here's for Rizal Centro Mall Golden Coolers. Coming in at center, number 13, Eric Camson. Power forward number 28, Marco Paulo Balagtas. Point guard number 18, Keanu Caballero. Small forward number 5, Eric Pili. And at 2 guard number 17, Alwin Alday. The head coach is Ralph Rivera. Assistant coaches Don Villamin, Christian Coronel, and Mario Gotera. The team owner, Sandre Cruz. Referees for this ball game are Gabby Aguila, Jing Tatyam, and Mark Anthony Rancudo. Fourth man is J.R. Francisco.
Starting 5 of the game brought to you by 1xBet. Basilan with Jeff Viernes, Enzo Hoson, Raba Al-Husseini, Jervy Cruz, and Raymar Carduyak. Rizal naman, Keanu Caballero, Alwin Alday, Eric Camson, Marco Balagtas, and Eric Pili. This is what I like about early season matchups. Ang kita mo agad yung mga kombinasyon na hindi mo pa nakikita
First game of the season at the tip. Napalalo na ng Basilan, but first turnover of the game sa kanila rin.
Alday balagtas, holdovers from last season. Eric Camson launches the three. That's off to the right. Enzo Hoson picked up from South Cotabato last season.
I think we're going to see a lot of that in this game, assuming that, both players get a substantial amount of playing time. Talk about this matchup, Camson and Aluseni, wherein Camson is going to try to, use his outside touch. Aluseni meron din naman, pero mas extended lang yung range niya itong si Camson.
And Jervy Cruz also played for South Cotabato last season, now with Basilan. That's Coach Mactan, who steered Batangas to the championship in our inaugural season 6 years ago. Jeff Viernes played for Pampanga last season. Kaduyak uses the pick from Aluseni. Kaduyak with a runner. That won't go.
Push.
And Raymar Kaduyak, medyo nangangapapa. This is his first official MPBL game, and he spent a lot of time in the 3x3 circuit. And he was one of the top role players for Lyceum in college. That's an offensive foul on Camson.
Both teams a little sloppy, to say the least, to start things off. A foul, a turnover, and an offensive foul on Basilan's end, or on Rizal's end.
And Jeff Vernes. Enzo Hoson. Nabatay ni Alvin Alday. Enzo drives left, finds Aluseni, takes the three-pointer, too strong. Rebound ni Eric Pili. Go quickly to Alday, another turnover. Kaduyak with the steal. Hoson. Jervy Cruz asking for it. Aluseni now with Jervy. Shoots and scores.
Really a patented shot by Jervy Cruz since his collegiate days. And I like how he was able to get the ball. It's sort of like a reseal, because that was really good defense initially by Balagtas. Camson gusto bawiin.
They're trying to go glass there. Camson.
That's a foul on Jeff.
That's the offensive rebound, and Jeff Viernes commits the foul. Aluseni and Jervy Cruz gets Basilan off the mark sa season na to. Had quite the build-up to the season itong Basilan.
Basilan, yeah. Active on social media, especially.
Making a lot of noise with their games in, I think in Zamboanga.
Right.
Marami silang nilaro ang mga pocket tournaments.
Right. Also with their tune-up games, because they didn't only get, big-name players. They also get a big-name coach the first season to win the MPBL title, Coach Mactan, which he won with Batangas.
Is that Coach Rob Labagala there?
Assistant, yeah.
And Rich Alvarez.
Rich Alvarez.
Jervy Cruz.
Now to a good start. All the points of Basilan coming from Jervy Cruz.
Caballero launches the three. It's short.
Rizal's begging Coach Ralph Rivera of Rizal to challenge this.
Yeah. So looking for their first field goal. And it looks like it is a challenge for the Rizal Central Mall Golden Coolers. Early goings ng ating laro. Coach Ralph Rivera. And we challenge successful for Rizal, so they keep their challenge as well. They have one more. Alday off the curl. Floater is good para kay Alwin Alday.
And to me, that's what makes Alday a great scorer in our league. And we've seen how he has sort of like revolutionized his game all throughout the years. He just used to be a transition guy and then a volume guy. And then I think his next step is to be a more efficient scorer. But just like nung huling score niya, that came off ball, off the curl, one dribble, and always has a nice touch, whether it's a jumper, a mid-jumper, or a one-hander inside the paint tulad nung huli. Not to mention, parang mas maganda pa yung condition niya ngayon. I see a lot of cuts in that, on that shoulders.
You know, he had an interesting off-season.
Nakita mo na kayo.
I bumped into him in Sydney.
In Australia.
And then he went to the States. So siya itong off-season ng aking kumpare. Naglalaro pa doon. Here's Jeff Biernes. Binigay kay Jervy Cruz sa ilalim. Alosani for two.
Clear advantage in this game para sa Basilan, especially with Alosani and Cruz in the half-court offense. Alday misses that one.
Jeff Biernes with the rebound. 63 for Basilan. Biernes uses the Cruz pick. Extra pass to Enzo Hoson for three. No good. Rebound that comes on.
I thought Biernes missed Alosani on the early seal, and he's talking to Jeff right now, letting him know about it. Early sub para sa Basilan. Papasok si Spider-Man.
Panorin niyo ang play of the game brought to you by 1xBet. A tiger to a blue eagle.
Right?
You like that connection, huh? Like you. A tiger to a guy wearing blue tonight. Here's Raymar Kaduyak. Biernes. Down low they go to Jervy Cruz. Cruz the turnaround. No good. Alday with a rebound.
Nakita mo yung bigat ni Camson doon. Sumubok si Jervy. 2 dribbles in. Hindi niya maatrasan si Camson. Settle for the fade. Good defense by Camson. Yun lang. Short on the three is Eric.
Santos, who won a championship with Pampanga.
Ganon din si Jeff Biernes last season.
Arwin. Kaduyak down
Good
low
pass.
to Hoson. Great recovery by Pili.
That's off of Rizal. Or not. Happened right in front of us.
And Rizal halfway through his first quarter, only 3 points to show. And Basilan naman with 6. Camson. Go to Eric Pili. Pili, jumper. Too strong. Camson with the trying to win that rebound. It ends up with Jervy Cruz. Calo. Eman Calo. First time in the ball game. Santos from way downtown, in and out. Alwin Alday. Now with Cañete, teammates at Bacoor, reunited here at Rizal. Cañete launches the three. It's good. We are tied at 6 apiece.
That was actually good defense by Basilan. Cañete with a hand in his face nonetheless. Drains the three.
Impis ang tira na yun. Here's Caballero on the move. Binigay kay Eric Pili for three. No. Camson has been active on the glass. Cañete trying to win that battle with Jervy Cruz. It's a jump ball.
Cañete. Pagkakuha niya ng bola, hindi na tumalon si Arwin sa haba ng kamay eh. Even though the whistle was blown, napalpa siya. It's not gonna count as a block.
His three-point shot is brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. So Cañete drains the three. Eric Pili goes to the bench kasama ni Keanu Caballero. Now it's Jerry Pingoy and Rob Naive. Pinasok dito. Camson is open. He launches and hits the three. 4 points now for Eric Camson. Kumagat si Grimaldo bahagyan nung gumalaw si Alday.
Well, nabanggit mo, no, yung aggressiveness ni Eric Camson, Arwin Santos. After 2 misses, his third shot, different result from the three-point line. And I was talking about Eric Camson. I could see it in his eyes. He wants this game.
And he's done well. You know, it didn't look like he was in the best shape before the season as we check out this three-pointer galing kay Arwin Santos. Naibe airballs the three. Rebound ni Arwin Santos. Alex Cabagnot. And first time in the ball game kasama si Lorenzo Navarro.
Parang si Lassiter tsaka si Chris Ross na lang inaantay natin dito sa sa Basilan. Magkasabay si Cabagnot tsaka si Santos.
Pati si Jun.
Oh, si John Mar. Malabo yun. Malabong pangawalan yun.
And Neil Tolentino in the game. Navarro. Cabagnot wants it against
Offensive
foul on Alex Cabagnot.
It's a clear hook.
Just recently, Alex Cabagnot actually played
Taiwan.
for Converge.
Right, Converge, yeah. It was also last year because I remember we played a tune-up game before his stint with Converge, the team in Taiwan. He played there.
The Mustangs, was it?
Yeah, Taiwan Mustangs. And now also the assistant coach of Chris Gavina in UE. So he's all over the place.
Yes. 2.5 minutes to play here in the first period. Tabla tayo at 9 apiece. I'd like to thank LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL. Turnover again. Pingoy. Tolentino fires and scores the three.
He's probably the most intense / animated defensive player in the league. So much that, you know, when he's on your team, he's kind of like the Ronald Tubit types. Santos with another one. The guy you love to hate, but also the guy you love to love, tulad ng mga ganito. Etong dalawa, matchup to eh. Tolentino at si Calo. Nakakapasok lang ng dalawang to.
Ang ganda ng description mo eh, because habang sinasabi mo, may nangyayari.
Right, because you could also say that Tolentino is used to be a younger version of Eman Calo.
No,
nag-mature na si
si Eman.
Si Eman. Not to say Tolentino is immature, pero kumbaga yung style of play nila, getting under your skin and all that, very much similar.
Coach Melo Navarro there.
Right. Along with his brother.
Enzo Navarro.
Enzo
Tingnan natin
Navarro
yung
playing for
nangyari
Basilan.
dito. No?
Ito, off ball yun eh. Ayun. So sa box out, si Eman tumawak agad sa kanyang leg. Well, the unspo was called.
How do you get up from that? Parang, ano ba, dito lang ba? Hindi dapat mag-extend yung kamay, ganyan? Ano ba?
Si Tolentino natawa na lang eh. Now, Mike. So,
number 6, Tolentino for excessive hard contact.
Excessive. Yes, it was excessive, but it was not hard as described or as said by our barker, Richard Tampos. You see yung dalawa? Okay, I agree.
Cut from the same cloth eh.
Yeah. Sure, it was an unsportsmanlike foul, but no, it wasn't something hurtful. Just like how Eman demonstrated it.
Hindi siya bumangon until na natawag.
Oo.
So Rizal over the limit already. Jason Grimaldo in the game against Jeric Serrano. Grimaldo, one-hander, won't go. Cañete with the rebound. Cañete finds Tolentino. Pingoy gets it back, launches the three. It's good.
What a smart play by Coco Pingoy. He called Serrano to give him a ball screen, pero dahil hindi nakadeny yung tao ni Serrano, opted for the get option. Pasa, balik sa kanya, sets up his feet. Ano yan? Parehas ng alumni ng FEU yung dalawang yan. isang big brother, isang brother.
It's 2025 and we see Jerry Pingoy and Arwin Santos on the same court.
On the same court, yeah. A guy who I played with still. Back in the day.
Grabe.
Pero si Arwin nga man kasi, dumating sa UAAP, mamang-mama na. I think he was 22 years old nung rookie season niya, kaya double-double machine na tong taong to.
He's 1 for 2. Arwin Santos, he's got 4 points. 12 to 15. Basilan down. With a minute remaining in the first period. Pingoy. Pingoy sees a gap. Pingoy drop pass to Serrano. Taken away by Basilan. Eman Calo on the move, and Eman Calo finishes.
Oh, what a beautiful go-ahead pass by Enzo Navarro.
Serrano fouled by Eman Calo. Wala pa sa penalty ang Basilan Portmasters. Serrano launches the three. It's an air ball. Eman Calo goes to Cabagnot. Alex trying to find Arwin. Tolentino comes up with the steal. Tolentino lays it on a plate para kay Cañete.
So he hits a three when he comes in that time. The pursuit of the loose ball turns into a layup. The impact by Tolentino, big time. That's a foul.
That's a foul and
penalty. Yeah, not a smart foul.
Yeah. Back inside the Inares Sports Arena kung saan si MPBL President and Chairman and Founder Senator Manny Pacquiao with Madam Jinky Pacquiao here in the building. Boss Joey Fournier is also here. And Commissioner Kenneth Duremdes on that row. Yung mga VIPs. Boss Chris Conway of the Abra Weavers watching. Si Craniel Viloria, formerly of Rizal, now with San Juan. Also, nanonood sa
Magandang pick-up sa San Juan yun, ha?
live natin.
Bago rin ang coach dyan. Dating teammate ko. Coach Alex Angeles.
Oo nga. Kita ko siya sa Ilagan eh.
Right, yeah.
Pumunta siya.
Yeah, nakita kami. Nag-usap din kami.
Gab Dagangon enters the game for Alex Cabagnot. Still feeling his way into the thick of things in the MPBL. Both teams really struggling big time. 5 of 16 for Basilan, 6 of 17 for Rizal.
I thought that was a quality first quarter on both ends for both teams. You know, we saw some transition action. We saw some half-court action, especially for Basilan. I expect a lot of high-low action from Basilan because that's clearly where the advantage is para sa kanila. And on the other end, ang advantage para sa Rizal is yung the likes of Cañete, who could not only shoot from the outside, but also he's sort of like a Swiss knife that can do a little bit of everything.
Drive by Tolentino is short. Dagangon. Now the Aluseni, top of the key for Raba. Enzo Navarro uses the pick. Caballero is still there. Calo for 3, no good. Rebound ni Cañete. Caballero to Cañete. Abuelo si Michael Cañete, and that's a foul on Jervy Cruz.
And that's the thing we talked about. If yung advantage ng Basilan is down low with their bigs, the advantage naman ng bigs ng kabila ng Rizal is the foot speed from outside to inside.
Malagtas looking for a teammate. Kay Naive ang bola. Shoots over Dagangon, and there's a foul on Gab Dagangon.
Ive felt like he never left CSB with the same colors, no? Similar colors yung Rizal tsaka CSB.
Well, he was with Zamboanga last year.
Right.
Robbie Naive at the line. This free throw is brought to you by Extreme Appliances. Ang subok at kompleto ang appliance brand ng Pilipinas.
More so yung Zamboanga. Green yun, kung di ako nagkakamali.
Oo, green and white. Meanwhile, Sydney Crespo has a report.
It will be the same underdog mentality para kay Coach Ralph Rivera at sa kanyang Rizal squad. He recalls last year the goal was to earn the league's respect. Thankfully, they were able to make some people proud. This year, mahaba-habang lakbay daw ulit ito para sa kanila. Coach Ralph thinks they may have a better composition now when it comes to experienced players. Kumbaga, battle-tested na ang ilan sa kanila. Despite the expectations, he doesn't want to complicate things, lalo na sa first game against a loaded squad. Focus daw munang siguraduhin kung naka-adapt na sila sa kanilang sistema, especially that there were also some late acquisitions. Simple lang, excited na ang Rizal magtrabaho ulit. So that, Coach Christian.
Maraming salamat, Sydney, and just shows you the personality of Coach Ralph na nakukuha na ng team niya. As Cañete misses, Balagtas with a rebound. Out to Caballero, 3 seconds on the shot clock. Keanu. And he stepped on the line.
Yeah.
Might have hung on to the ball for a little longer there.
Yeah, even though he was able to execute that pass, let's say, because he ran out of real estate, only 1 second of the on the shot clock. He was looking to pass, pero turnover ngayon. Na-force nila Cañete with a Statue of Liberty layup. Reminds me of Chad Alonzo.
Who played here for this team last season.
Last season. Mukhang nakuha niya kay Chad yun kahit di sila nag-abot.
They forced the turnover, Caballero with the steal, and here comes Cañete.
Showing off those big hands.
Derecho, Michael Cañete.
Looking for a foul.
And Basilan already over the limit in the second period. Ma'am Jinky Pacquiao, of course, with our MPBL president and founder, Senator Manny Pacquiao. Jeff Viernes waits for Jervy Cruz. Inside,
Good
there's a
pass.
mismatch to Raba Luceni.
There is no way on earth that Caballero was going to win that matchup.
Cañete has space and he nails the three.
What a solid game by Cañete. First player in this game to be in double figures with 10. Offensive foul, excellent on-ball pressure by Caballero against Jeff Viernes.
Keanu Caballero is there for defense. Not really the most high scoring of guards, pero yung depensa, lalo na pag maliliit na gwardiya din sa kabilang binabantayan niya, effective siya. And that's a foul.
Yeah.
And
It's a good thing they called a foul because that would have been a 3-point shot after that nifty behind-the-head pass. This was the high-low semi-transition.
assist of the game is brought to you by 1xBet and nasa penalty na
Yun.
ng Basilan. It's going to be a long second period. Caballero. That's the first free throw to drop. 25 to 16. Rizal has yet to commit a foul. 2 for 2 para kay Keanu Caballero. Raymar Caduya comes in for Eman Calo.
That's when you know you're playing good defense. You're up by double digits. The other team is in penalty. And you have yet to commit a single foul.
Gab the Gangon. Jumper from Gab. That's over the top and out of bounds. Coach Mactan, his team staring at a double-digit deficit early here in the second period. Cañete.
Big action.
That's his first miss of the game. Ang tapik napunta kay Tolentino and he forces the foul on Gab Dagangon.
It's been pretty much the story of the game. Two things. The impact of Neil Tolentino, apart from the unsportsmanlike foul, and Rizal as a whole being more alert with the basketball. Whether it's on the defensive end, that time loose ball on the offensive rebound, you could just see na mas alerto itong Rizal sa bola.
Yeah, extra effort for on the part of the Golden Coolers.
I mean, you look at the numbers. It's a low-scoring ball game. Rizal's up 11. You would think Rizal would be shooting about 40%. No, they're just shooting 35%. But the thing is, Basilan shooting much lower, 31%. And you see another one. Tolentino gets his own miss off a free throw.
I think John Mahari is there to address some of that concern para dito
Good pass.
sa Basilan. Camson lets it fly. That won't go. And
Ayan.
extra effort from
Yeah, yun yung on cue ka. Iba lang ang in-address ni Mahari, foul.
No, Jervy is being
No, Jervy rather.
whistled for the personal.
Well, we all thought it was John Mahari because he was the one standing above Tolentino as he fell down. Pero kay Jervy pala napunta.
They're challenging the call.
Ito na, yung replay. Ang tulak. O, sino ba tinawagan? Kasi
Jervy
may
sa ilalim
tulak.
kay Balagtas.
Oo, may tulak si Jervy pero meron din nangyari kay Mahari and Tolentino, no?
And we'll take a break for now for the
dahil yun yung tinawag, yung foul ni Jervy Cruz. Which clearly may tulak. Si Balagtas no, through the years. Ang laki ng in-improve. No,
Ibang
pati
klase.
this season, ang pinaka-evidence sa kanya, yung pangangatawan niya. Ngayon, masasabi ko, pang big man na talaga yung katawan niya. He
Well,
used to be skinny.
Yeah, and he started his career with this team.
Correct.
He had
Bago siya nag-Davao and then nag-Rizal ulit.
alam mo,
Sila
may
ni Eric De La Cuesta.
may trabaho na sa bangko yan.
Correct.
May
Correct.
trabaho na sa bangko yan
Yes.
si Balagtas.
That story never gets old about him.
Arwin, turnaround shot, does not get the roll. Rebound ni Alwin Alday. Alday on the move, Caballero. Back to Alday, atake ni Alwin, layup, no. Rebound, Viernes. Jeff waits for Mahari. Drop pass to Santos. Nice fake by Arwin. Could not get it to go. Rebound ni Mahari. Aluseni. Viernes. Gets it to Arwin. Down low they go. Raba. Trying to dump it inside the paint. 3-second violation as they clamp down on Raba Aluseni.
You see, they had all the good intentions of executing that play. The ball even went inside. The problem to me there was their spacing. Sa ibabaw pa lang nung pagtanggap ni Arwin, nawala ng espasyo si Jeff Viernes. Umabot sa loob ng bola. May bumakdor, pero nandun na yung double team. Natawagan na yung 3 seconds.
Camson around the world there inside the paint. Viernes. Goes baseline, Kaduyak to Arwin for 3. It's good.
Now that's the second 3 of Arwin. At this stage of his career, you might want to challenge him of putting the ball on the deck, because clearly Arwin still has the touch.
That was a couple of feet beyond the line. 19 to 28. Here's Alday, spins. Drops it off to Camson inside the paint. He's fitting like a glove dito sa Rizal team na to si Eric Camson.
What a great fit he is, because Alwin Alday, they all know, teams know, he's gonna find a way to score. And anytime he has 2 white shirts, that means somebody's free. And that time, lamang sa posisyon si Camson. And Camson, hindi naman siya pinahiya. 2+1 coming up.
Could not complete the 3-point play. 30 to 19. Erwin Santos. Nagbaba ng bola dito. Pressure from Balagtas. Arwin. Tulak on Marco Balagtas.
It's gonna be a out of bounds under.
Raba Aluseni gets a breather. Balik si Jason Grimaldo.
Only the first team foul.
Nasa kanila din si ang alam ko si Adi Santos.
Basilan.
Oo.
Yes.
Foul away from the ball.
Double foul ang tinawag.
On Alday and Mahari, but possession pointing to Rizal. Did the attempt happen simultaneous with the foul? So it's a jump ball. Good call. At least na-review nila. This is the play earlier, Alday and Mahari. Camson, the step back. No. Balagtas cleans it up.
Well, somebody got lost of guarding his man, and I believe that was Arwin Santos, which I thought I would never say. But that was only one-on-one coverage on the post.
Santos attacks. Layup is good.
Proving us otherwise. Putting the ball on the deck. Catch and go. Layup.
9 points for Arwin. Camson sa ilalim using the left hand. Nope. Agawan sa bola. Tolentino and Santos fighting for it. May konting lambingan.
Right. Nauna na yung tawag na jump ball, I believe, between Tolentino and Calo. Bago dumive si Santos kay Tolentino. Former teammates, by the way,
At Pampanga.
in Pampanga, the first championship.
Eric Pili checks back in for Neil Tolentino. Solid minutes para kay Neil Tolentino.
Right. Certainly gave the bench a big boost, a big reason kung bakit 11-point lead sila.
Quick whistle there. Third team foul already for Rizal. Nasa penalty na ang Basilan kanina pa. Caduyac, Santos, Grimaldo, and Calo. And Bernes para dito sa Basilan. Grimaldo carving space inside the paint. Gets it to Viernes. Taken away by Caballero. Keanu. Alday nasa gilid. Shot fake. Alwin for three. Good!
Anong bad shot, bad shot? Wala sa vocabulary ni Alday yun.
Grabe din yung close out, ah.
Yeah, the flyby on the first defender, ang challenge sa kanya. Yung second defender na eh. Ayan, Grimaldo, Caduyac, up.
Sobrang lapit nun. Alwin, and nothing but the net.
That swoosh couldn't be more prettier. Swak na swak.
3.5 minutes to play in the first half. Rizal up 13. Grimaldo out to Arwin. Libre sa tres. Santos in and out. Caballero with a rebound. Keanu launches. No. Camson, put back. Yes.
Again, being more alert with the basketball.
8 points for Eric Camson. Caduyac out to Arwin. Atake si Arwin. Stop and pop. Short. Rebound ni Jeff Viernes. Raymar Caduyac out to Calo. Three-pointer won't go. Camson.
That's a foul on Arwin.
That's a foul.
He knows it.
Jeff Viernes goes back to the bench. Alex Cabagnot comes in. There was a point in the pregame that we discussed about the advanced
Youth.
age
Right,
of this Basilan team.
right. And so far,
And so far nakikita natin
it's been
agad.
glaring.
Oh, glaring
Yeah,
agad.
It's been glaring.
And then Camson knocks down the free throw. 9.6 boards para kay Eric Camson.
I mean, let's not forget, last season we were talking about Alex Cabagnot coaching the Bacolod team.
Oo nga.
/ part team owner. Tama ba? Hindi ako sure na, pero he was definitely coaching while playing.
Arwin to Alex. Look at Rizal closing out on Cabagnot.
Sipag, no?
Ibang klase depensa ng Rizal.
That's a
Camson
foul.
bumped
That's a foul.
by Grimaldo.
That's a foul.
Eric Camson has been causing a lot of problems.
Yeah.
Para dito sa Basilan.
So much that the only way to stop him is to foul him. Just like the last one. You know na may mali sa depensa mo if a guy like Eric Camson is beating you on the drive. And now he puts in, Coach Mac puts in younger legs. You know, new graduate to sa Adamson. si Barasi.
Well, I see behind the bench, Ray Publico and Sherwin Concepcion. Para dito sa Basilan. They are not activated for this ball game. Got 10 points now, Eric Camson. Lead has ballooned to 17. Kabagnot against Pili. Alex, nabitawan ng bola. Caballero picks it up. Caballero inside the paint.
And walk.
Chavo
Yeah,
got into deep.
he knows it. Quickly admits to it as he lifted that right pivot foot. He's been solid though. Itong si Caballero.
Calo. Jumper. That throws out. Rebound ni Balagtas.
When was the last time Basilan got an offensive rebound? Felt like
Oh,
yesterday, but this one doesn't feel like yesterday. Another basket by Rizal, and another opportunity for us to mention his name, Eric Camson. What an addition.
and what a pass galing kay Tiano Caballero. Got Camson in stride. And he was under control the whole time. Ito si Eric Camson, the bump and the basket.
That's the thing. Hindi man kabilisan, but in control. Itong si Eric Camson, marunong gumamit ng katawan, absorb the contact with his left shoulder, and strong enough for the finish.
12 points and 7 boards, and we're only in the first half.
Ganda ng graphics na.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. 20-point lead for Rizal. A steal by Pili. Pili going with the right hand. It's a jump ball. And our security really quick on the scene there.
Yeah.
May have been a extra motion there. Titingnan, they'll surely take a look at this one.
Yeah, Pili took a swing from the gangon. Camson right there to the rescue. Basilan successful already of forcing the miss, forcing Pili to his weaker hand, which is his right.
Eric Pili.
Sa basketball, minsan hindi lang patibayan ng puso, patibayan din ng ngipin. Tulad nito. Ito yun. Kinanan. No call right there. Got hit on the head. Plays on. Gab gets the rebound right there.
There's a jump ball already. And dito yun. Rebound ni Gab. Pili
Right.
trying to get a piece of it.
Dito pa lang pumito na eh. So they could... No foul was called. But correct me if I'm wrong, Sidel. This happened about mid last season, wherein even though there's a call, aside from upgrading a call, you could correct the call, or you could, if there was a foul, you could call it a foul based on the replay. Tama ba?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eric Pili.
So ang mabigat dito, sorry about that, Sidev, ang mabigat dito, baka hindi lang foul ang itawag doon, yung regular foul.
Baka unspo pa.
Possible. And they're gonna call that for the man who scored the first MPBL points. Si Gab. Yeah, he confirmed. I asked him before the game.
Okay.
Yeah, siya nga.
41-21. Both teams. It's been a really long second quarter.
Right,
Daming stoppages.
right.
But
But this game, you know, for those just tuning in right now, this game has been intense. It's just that it's a 20-point lead. Rizal has been executing on both ends.
Referees taking their time. Now they're discussing the call with Richard Campos, who is going to relay it to us, to everyone here in the Inares Sports Arena, including our president and founder, Manny
Upon
Pacquiao,
review,
and
it was
the
an
First Lady.
unsportsmanlike
First Lady.
foul on number 11, Gaba Tagangon. Technical foul on Rizal, number 13, Eric Camson.
So Eric
Technical
Camson is
foul
whistled.
on Basilan, number 11, Gab Tagangon. Combining with a sportsmanlike foul, Gab Tagangon is out of the playing court.
Oh, Gab the
Mas mabigat pa sa ini-expect natin. Hindi lang siya unsportsmanlike foul. Disqualifying foul siya.
I think that was 2.
Dalawa na ba siya?
No. May isa pang, that's a sportsmanlike foul. Yun.
Yung pati yung pagbagsak.
Oo.
Kaya dalawa ang binigay sa kanya. Ito yung una. Okay, and then ito yung pangalawa. Tama ba? Okay, kaya naging disqualifying foul kasi dalawa.
Eric Pili.
Talk about two birds with one stone.
So Basilan up against it here.
Certainly doesn't help their cause of trimming this lead. Heading into halftime. That's free throws plus ball possession. Turnover ang lumabas dun. Kasi nakuha na nila yung bola off a stop.
Kaya nga, sayang. Let's see if, baka maka-turn around dito ang Basilan, but it's late here in the second period. Caballero, 3 seconds in the shot clock. The runner from Keanu is short. Arwin gets the rebound. Cabagnot to Navarro. Barasi also in the game with Calo. Eman attacks, leaves it to Barasi. Too strong. Malagtas secures the rebound. Alwin Alday pulls the trigger. Cañete saves it.
Loose ball again, won by Rizal.
A lot of extra possessions here for Rizal.
Offensive foul.
Offensive foul.
Yung biglang pagtagilid ng ng kanyang hip.
And Jervy Cruz returns for Barasi. Navarro. 3-second differential, game clock and shot clock. Cabagnot. Trying to play the two-man game with Arwin. Alex Cabagnot. Santos, 5 seconds. Ball poked away. Navarro has to fire. 3 ball is good.
Well, that's a big shot heading into the half. At least you could feel a little good with that buzzer beater. Trims the lead down because 18 is better than 21. And first possession mapupunta sa Rizal. So yung defense nila, yung first stop nila crucial if Basilan wants to make a game out of this in the second half.
Halftime tayo dito. Rizal ahead 42-24 against Basilan. We'll be right back.
Siguradong patas. Lagi mong inuuna kung anong dapat. Hindi mo kayang malunok ang katotohanang marami pa rin tayong kababayang gutom at walang tahanan. Kaya hindi ka tumigil sa paglaban. Harapin ang kahirapan. Tulungan ang nangangailangan. Basagin ang korupsyon na kanilang nakasanayan. Sa loob at labas, man ng Pinas, bakas na bakas ang iyong tapang puksain ang mga problema ng bansa. Gamit ang lakas, gamit ang isip, gamit ang puso. Kung para sa mamamayang Pilipino, si MP, wala yang sinisino. Manny Pacquiao.
Coach Chelito, may struggle sa opensa ng Basilan. Paano bang ikwento sa amin kung ano napansin ninyo sa first half?
Yes, actually no, sa first half, ang dami naming tinira. So, di lang pumapasok, medyo nagkakapaan pa sila eh. So, medyo di pa sila nagkaintindihan sa offense. So, I hope this halftime, third and fourth quarter, mag-adjust na kami. Sa first quarter, medyo pangit yung tinatakbo ng offense namin.
Coach Chelito, may mga babatiin ba kayo o pasasalamatan?
Yes, first of all, I would like to thank our big bosses, especially to Boss Jax Chua, Boss Ed Chua, and to our team owner, Ma'am Maribik Reyes sa Portmaster, and to Mayor Joel Sataman sa Basilan, and to our
Halftime here at the Inara Sports Arena, Basilan against Rizal. Both teams making their debut in the 2025 MPBL season. And Rizal dominant on a lot of departments here for this matchup, and including rebounding and in particular yung free throws. 20 free throw ang inattempt ng Rizal. Although they made only 11,
Right.
it's such a big, glaring stat that hindi natin miss out.
So think about this, to your point. If they made all 9 free throws and then Navarro doesn't hit the buzzer beater to end the half, we're looking at a 30-point game deficit for Basilan. That's a great point. Pero kahit na, mabigat doon, you committed plenty of fouls that allowed Rizal to get to the line 20 times. What does that do? You not only give them a chance to score, it allows Rizal to set up their defense. You look at all of Rizal's players. Obviously, Camson.
That's Mike Cañete.
That's Cañete. Okay, I'm like, who's Tiamson? But Cañete and Camson. I'm like, do they have another player? They're almost going to hit a double-double. 13 and 7 for Camson, 10 and 7 for Tiamson. No, sorry, for Cañete. But all of their players are A+. Ni isang player walang nag-minus sa plus-minus department ng Rizal. Sa kabilang panig naman, lahat sila minus. Kaya ganito ang kalamangan. The effort has not been there. But let's see, all games are won in the second half. Tingnan natin. I'm not even talking about adjustments. Tingnan natin kung anong effort ang meron ng Basilan ngayong second half.
That ball poked away. Another turnover, number 15. Turnover though on the other side. Cabagnot to Santos. Naive saves it. Another turnover. Cañete. May dalawang isip. Puts it in.
Napailing na lang siya.
It's been that type of night para kay
Right.
Cañete.
Right. Papasok ko ba? Titira ko ba? Tinira ko. Oy, shoot.
Arwin, 3. Off to the left. Rebound goes to Cabagnot. And Zervi is fouled by Marco Balagtas.
As if they were the ones facing a 20-point deficit. He gives up a smart foul. This was a 2-on-1 break. Calo, right here. Cat and mouse. Up. The big cat wins.
Buti na lang, binitawan niya yung bola bago pa siya bumagsak.
Speaks a lot about his touch. Not his momentum, not heading towards the rim, but his touch enough to kiss it off the glass kahit na pa-forward yung momentum niya.
And this is a tough situation for Basilan because we haven't seen what they're capable of stringing together a 6 or an 8-0 run.
Tama. But I think we've seen kung ano yung strength nila para sa akin, una pinupuntahan nila, pero medyo bumitaw sila ron eh. Para sa akin, yun yung high-low play nila, especially between Al-Husseini and Cruz.
Balagtas for 3. Good.
That's something you can also do, talking about the high-low play between Santos and Jervy Cruz.
Jervy. Oh, taken away by Naive.
What a steal.
Naive for 2. Ganda ng tapos na yan.
I like the steal better than the finish. They can make a case. He stole that ball like a ping pong. Sa laki ng biceps niya. I hope we see the steal. Look at the steal.
Young legs, my friend.
And the finish, not so much lift, but just enough strength para umabot yung bola sa rim and at the bottom of the net.
And Rizal off to another good start here in the quarter. 49-25 against Basilan.
Para sa 100%'ong pag-unlad, para sa 100%'ong pagbabago, para sa 100%'ong paglilingkod, para sa 100% Pinas.
50 tayo! 50 si Emmy! Hati mo, si Manny!
MPBL President and Founder Senator Manny Pacquiao gunning for another seat in the Senate in May. Alam naman natin yung mga nagawa niya, lalo na dito sa liga natin. Alex Cabagnot over Naive.
A much needed basket for his team and for himself. I don't need to say that Cabagnot needs confidence. He just needs to see that ball go through the hoop. That could be enough.
Balagtas up against his former teammate Eman Calo. They've ramped up the intensity here, Basilan, pero
They should.
Rizal ganado din.
Now this happened in the first half kung saan nawala yung bola kay Alex Cabagnot, but not this time. You could see, even as a point guard, has the ability to post up and also the strength to finish inside the paint.
How many times have we seen over the
Decade.
in the decade how Alex Cabagnot takes over games?
Let's see kung meron pa siya niyan at this stage of his career.
Cabagnot, layup, no.
That's off Cabagnot.
He was part of that death 5 ng San Miguel.
Right. That
So-
possession, though, I don't mind. Sorry about that, Sidef. Because it was a good up fake, good blow by, just unable to hit it, and a good effort by Arwin on the offensive rebound. Yun nga lamang, last touch sila. And to your point, yeah.
51-27.
Arguably, that's one of the best fives ever
Ever. Yeah.
in Philippine basketball. And their best run, the finals against Alaska, that miracle run.
Oh, grabe yun. Pingoy, 3 is good.
That's some words to my good friend, Jeremy Cruz.
27,
Subtle.
27-point lead now. 54-27. Foul. Neil Tolentino.
Mina-matchup niya, no? Ni Coach Rob, si Tolentino talaga kay Carlo, no?
Check out this three-point shot brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances.
Coco Pingo is looking good. Like the way he moves, his first shot earlier, if you remember, that get option, left side of the floor and the other court. That one looked good too.
Let's go to Sydney Crespo.
MPBL champion coach Mac Tan says his new Basilan team, it's like we don't know each other. He thinks the first half was very uncharacteristic of his team dahil hindi pa daw niya nakitang ganito sila prior to the season. Coach Mac had to call them out that they're not playing their game. They're giving up too many offensive rebounds and unfortunately, nako-convert ito ng Rizal kaya malaking problema daw nila ito. Now, after mentioning all the concerns inside the dugout, he asked them to just play specifically. Don't mind the calls and move on. So that's Coach Christian.
Maraming salamat, Sydney. They're gonna need more than that, though, to come back from this 27-point hole that they're in right now.
Smart play by Tolentino. No need to rush things. If there's no advantage in transition, they go to Cañete with a mismatch by height on the post. What a find!
Did not get the roll. Coco Pingoy. Navarro to
Good pass.
Cabagnot. Three. Yes. Out just a long two. Alex Cabagnot.
Beautiful diagonal pass. Navarro to Cabagnot.
Inside. Oh,
Beautiful lead
ganda.
pass.
Ganda nun.
That's a one-handed off-the-dribble pass by Naive to a backdooring Cañete. What a game for Cañete.
14 in the ball game for Cañete. Cruz for three. Off. Naive with a rebound.
It's been pretty much one and done on the offense. One and done sa depensa, one and done din sa opensa para sa Rizal. Isang tira lang, isang shoot na halos. That's how it feels like.
58-29. Cabagnot to Calo. Cruz on the extra pass. Good.
What does Dory always say? No matter what happens, gotta keep swimming. Ganun din itong Basilan. Just gotta keep playing through it. Love that movie, by the way.
Yep. 3-point shooting, 4 of 16 Basilan, 7 of 18 for Rizal.
Pero ano mas gusto mo? Finding Nemo o Finding Dory? O, depende kay Riley. Napanood mo na ba kay Riley?
Yung Finding Nemo. Hindi.
Parehas.
Finding Nemo ako.
Come on. That's mandatory.
Masyadong maraming time sa iPad. Assist of the game is brought to you by 1xBet. What a pass here from Naive.
What a catch, too. Catching it with the right hand, one-handed, and then finishing with the left.
And I like what I'm seeing from Naive. You know, he did not have the best of seasons with Zamboanga. Hindi siya masyadong nagamit dun. And here, you look at his confidence, I think, ang angat na angat ngayon. No? 14 points and 10 boards, 15 and 10 para kay Michael Cañete.
It was just a matter of time. I mean, nung first half, 10-7 na siya, 3 rebounds away.
Cabagnot almost lost it. Recovered by Mahari now with Cabagnot again. Alex, jump stop, blocked by Balagtas. Great help D, galing kay Marco. Naive again. Balagtas. Naive, Pingoy, shot fake. Balik kay Naive, launches the three. It's good.
Right now, Senaf, Rizal is showing respect to Basilan. And what I mean by that is they didn't come into this game looking at probably their idols.
For sure.
Right? And they're showing respect by playing harder.
Absolutely.
You look at Naive. You look at Coco Pingoy. You're playing against Alex Cabagnot, Arwin Santos. Sometimes you can be in awe. You know, players that you've watched while growing up. This is probably the first time that they've been on the court with these players. I don't know. But if that's the case, they're showing respect by playing harder.
Tama. And what a unit that was to start the second half. It's now a 30-point lead.
Let's not forget, nakita that image, yung nakita natin kay Navy going to the bench, pagod na pagod. Let's not forget, they were the one, Rizal is the team up by 18 heading into this quarter. And then, you know, under 4 minutes, now they're up by 31. He goes to the bench, pagod na pagod. That's the story of the ball game since, you know, 5 minutes, pretty much 5 minutes, the start of the first quarter onwards.
Enzo Hoson is in the game for Basilan. Kaduyak. Viernes. Down low to Alusaini. Hoson cuts and scores.
Just keep playing through it if you're Basilan. Now you gotta gather or compound some stops. Still a lot of time to make a run and trim this lead down.
We go to Camson against Mahari.
Offensive foul.
Offensive foul on Eric Camson.
I like how Mahari sold that kung paano niya binenta. Yung unang bangga, pinakitaan niya ng contact, hindi niya binagsak kagad. And then sumubok ulit si Eric Camson. And that's the way to sell a call, especially if you're guarding a bigger guy, a heavier guy. Let me emphasize that, heavier.
Yes.
On the post.
Bakit parang ako yun?
Oh, nakatingin lang naman ako sa'yo, pero hindi mo ibig sabihin na ikaw yun. What a drive by Mahari. O yan, sa kanya na ako nakatingin. Kasi hindi ikaw yun. So, back-to-back plays for Mahari. One on the defensive end. Another on the offensive end. Kita mo yung lakas sa pangangatawan, no?
Oo.
Di man lang natinag sa bangga.
John Mahari.
Si Serrano yun, ha?
Mas malaki sa kanya yun. 63 to 36. And Basilan looking for a spark. Si John Mahari kaya yun. Completes the three-point play.
5-0 run.
Under 3 minutes remaining in the third.
5-0 run since, what, 5-0 in the first quarter since we started the game.
Tama. Caballero against Viernes. Piano.
What a play.
Mintis. Viernes with the rebound.
Take the shot. Oh,
Mahari puts the ball on the deck. Layup short.
I thought Hoson, Enzo, he passed up that shot. In stride, stepping into it. He just hit a shot in the paint.
Camson. No good on the three. Rebound ni Viernes.
Here's another opportunity for Basilan.
Mahari fires a three. Short.
It looked good though. Maiksi lang. Good line.
Caballero.
This is going to be a heartbreaker if it goes in.
Mahari collects the rebound. Hoson back to Mahari. Kaduyak off to Alusaini.
Good pass.
To the corner. Viernes. Pili well defended. Mahari leans in for the deuce.
And that's the reason why it was a good pass, because it was followed by a good decision by Viernes. Hard closeout, put the ball on the deck. Ball swung right to left, back to the right side. Easy layup for Mahari. 7-0 run by Basilan.
John Mahari trying to spark a comeback para dito. Support Masters. Timeout muna ang Rizal. Man of the Game brought to you by LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL. Some of the pretty faces watching this game live from the Inares Sports Arena. Parang nagtatago yung nasa likod nila.
Hindi nagtatago. Nagsasabunutan kahit na maiksi ang buhok. Nangyayari yan eh. Kala mo nangyayari lang yan sa mga may buhok na mahaba ang buhok.
Oo. Saan ka pupunta?
Alam ko, papunta ka na ron eh.
Saan ka pupunta?
Nakikita mo lang nagsasabunutan.
Saan ka pupunta?
Di ba?
Grabe ka.
Inuunahan na kita. Racist ka sa mga walang buhok.
No, of course not. And speaking of hair, I like the Ton's hair, by the way.
Yeah. Very Rizal-like.
Alday squeezing himself through traffic. Basilan with the stop.
Looking to add more to their 7-0 run. Good look by Viernes.
Inside, Mahari. He's been the spark plug here. 7 puntos para kay John Mahari, all in the third. 22-point lead for Rizal.
Offensive foul.
From as high as 31.
They might take a look at this since it's over the shoulder. Direkta sa mukha eh.
And I think
I think they should take a look at this.
may ano pa eh, si Jeff Bernes, bumagsak pa yung likod ng ulo niya eh, as Mahari.
Ayan no. See, these are, to me, this should be reviewable plays. Lalo na kung paangat. It's amazing to me that they're not even, and then you're gonna review the things that should not be reviewed.
Tama.
What's happening to the world?
Viernes umatake, blocked by Balagtas. Kabagnot with the steal, misses the gimme.
Yeah. Corners open.
Balagtas,
Oh my
2
gosh.
points.
I bet you he's a Laker fan. That move right there was a mini sidestep Luka, pero Mahari, what a quarter for him. Just the spark that they need.
9 points for Mahari. Lead is 22.
Down to 22. Oh, what was once a 31-point lead.
Caballero,
Good pass.
Balagtas, Pili, 3, good.
And that's the reason why it was a good pass. Engage 2, 2-on-1 on the weak side. Balagtas has always been a good decision maker. Open shot in the corner for Pili.
We saw glimpses of Basilan's strength in that third period, but they are still down at the moment. Rabah Al-Husseini livid.
Maybe something that they need.
First game of the season for both teams. We're 3 quarters down. Highlights of the game are brought to you by Sip Plus, the official hydration partner of the MPBL. Elevate your hydration. Third quarter action we saw.
Yeah. What was a better finish? Yung galloping finish ni Cañete?
May maganda din si
Or yung
Balagtas.
sides- Yeah. Oh.
It was a quarter though that Mahari came alive, but Rizal
maganda
in a good flow at the moment.
The team play belonged to Rizal, but Basilan, Mahari leading the way.
25 points ang lamang ng Rizal going into the final quarter.
Para sa 100%'ong pag-unlad, para sa 100%'ong pagbabago, para sa 100%'ong paglilingkod, para sa 100%'ong Pinas.
50 tayo! 50 si MP! Hati mo, si Manny!
MPBL president and founder, Senator Manny Pacquiao, Ma'am Jinky Pacquiao, Boss Joy Foreigner, and of course Commissioner Kenneth Dorendes.
Captain Marbel.
Captain Marbel, former MVP. Look at the foul on Caballero. Let's see if that quarter intermission fired up Basilan.
The first 5 minutes, the most important one if they want to make a comeback. Talking about Basilan.
Aluseni leaves it short.
Excellent defense on the post by Cañete, even though he was the smaller one.
Here's Pili. Oh, dribbled it off his foot. Turnover. And a foul given up by Caballero.
Smart foul. Smart foul.
Si Keanu Caballero, 5'5" lang pero hindi takot makipag-pisikalan sa mga ibang malalaking player.
Kondisyon eh. Meron siyang katawan, di ba? Para saluhin yung mga bangga o magbigay ng bangga. Kaya sa mga umaasa pa rin sa bench, iba pa rin ang bakal.
Mahari turnaround shot. That won't go. Rebound. Cañete. Alday. Balagtas with a pick. Alday with a spin.
Spinaroo!
Oh, what a pass to Cañete. Foul. Well, Michael Cañete is, alam mo yung mga player na parang nagbago din yung scenery. He was with Abra last season.
Right, right. Look at the spin and pass. Just the timing of the pass. Nabasa niya, no? Pahid si Mahari as he left his defender.
Now, this is
Initial
more of the Michael Cañete na
Bacoor.
Oo, nakita natin.
Yes.
Coach Mactan looking for answers here. 17 and 12. Make that 18 and 12 for Michael Cañete. Caduyak returns to the ball game. And Raymar Caduyak has yet to make his mark in this game. He was part of that Lyceum team with CJ Perez and the Marcelino twins. Here's Cabagnot, umatake, and he uses his strength there to score against Eric Pili. I bet Eric Pili did not expect that at this point in his life, he's going to be defending Alex Cabagnot, and Alex Cabagnot will get a three-point play from him.
Right, he was on ball kay Cabagnot, but part of that also was the fault of Cañete. We talked about the offense splitting two defenders. Yung pag-split niya kay Cañete, that cannot happen. If you're going to help, you cannot be half-hearted. Because if you are, ganyan na mangyayari.
70 to 46. Here's the count here. Keanu Caballero. Go to Cañete. There's a smaller lineup for Basilan.
Look at the off-ball movement while the ball is on the post para sa Rizal. Good defense nonetheless on the post on Cañete. I believe that was Caduyak.
Yeah. Hindi na mo usog si Caduyak. Mabigat din eh. Already the fourth team foul on Rizal. There's something that Basilan can exploit here. Jervy on the pick and pop. Swings it over to Caduyak. They go to Cabagnot. Corner three. Did not get the roll. Cañete quickly to Caballero. Alwin Alday for three. No.
So Basilan right now sumasabay sa matchup. Na matchup wise, no? This is the smallest lineup I believe they fielded in sa larong ito with Jervy Cruz at the center, Caduyak at the 4.
Wala silang choice eh.
And basically they have 3 point guards. Hoson, Viernes, and Cabagnot.
And Caduyak is also travel on Alwin. Actually, Caduyak point guard yan.
So that big man rotation of either Aluseni and Cruz or Santos, we saw also Grimaldo.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this is the first time na si Jervy lang ang legit na big man. With 3 point guards. 4, as you said.
Jervy. Oh, Pingoy, great defense. Coco Pingoy. Balagtas. Nandun agad si Kaduyak. Alday against Viernes.
You have to attack the gaps. Coco Pingoy, pangatlo. Wala. Good pressure nonetheless by the guards. No, Basilan up top.
Rizal in the penalty. Nabagnot asking for it against Naive. Viernes fires a 3 short. Naive with a rebound. A crossover from Naive. Cañete, the extra pass to Alday. And
Love the action.
yeah,
Love the action.
good sportsmanship as well.
Right. You see, Basilan could have easily given up on that play. Good job by Rizal with those extra passes, but the effort by Viernes diving for the ball, also Alday. It's good action even though it's still a 24-point lead.
Well, from an effort standpoint, unti-unti nang lumalapit itong Basilan.
Right. I mean, it's not that they were completely outworked, no question. But this is not like compared to at least to the first 2 games today. There is some effort, but the thing is, itong Rizal, they're pouring out supreme effort on both ends. And anytime you go up against a team that is pouring supreme effort, hindi pwedeng konting effort lang. It has to be matched. Yung last game natin, ano yun? Walang effort yun, lalo na yung second half.
Mahari. He has stood out in the second half, but he misses the free throw. Only 46 points to show para sa Basilan. With under 7 minutes to play. Mahari 1 for 2. He's into double figures. Naive. Back out to Pingoy. Cañete inside the paint. Good hustle there from Kaduyak. He gets it back. Calo now. Atake si Eman, trying to leave it to Arwin. He slipped. Cañete in trouble. Calo able to save it to Mahari. Foul on Pingoy.
My goodness. 7th season. I have 7 seasons already in the MPBL. That's probably the first time I was bracing for my life. Papunta sila, 3 player dito sa atin.
I wasn't worried at all.
Hindi ko lang pinakita, pero sa loob-loob ko, please lang, huwag kayo dumay papunta rito.
I wasn't worried. I think I could have handled it.
Ikaw na. Well, ang dami mong proteksyon eh. Ano ba yan? Double? Treble? Okay, I'm gonna stop.
Okay. Let's not go there.
Well, I mean, it could mean
A lot of things.
a lot of things.
Okay.
It could mean a lot of things. Sabi ko nga sa'yo, kanina binanggit ko, ano mas maganda? Mas maganda pa rin ang bakal sa bands.
Oo.
Okay.
And Coco Pingoy, I think he did not like na walang tawag dun.
Sa loose ball.
Jeff Viernes nasa linya. And even the free throws are not falling for Basilan. But you know, this is just the first game of the season.
Tama. And that's why they just have to continue to play through. because it's something, even though if you lose this one, something to build on heading to the next game. You know, like the first 3 quarters, sige, wala tayo dun sa gusto natin mangyari. The last quarter, so you could use that sort of like a springboard na pag ito ginawa natin, ito pwede mangyari sa atin.
We could pay dearly for it. Mahari.
And vice versa, yeah. From a negative standpoint.
Santos. And look at Mahari and Cañete. Naivek. Oh, Jeff Viernes. Good hustle play there. Kaduyak. They go to Arwin. Nabitawan ng bola. And some of the timing of these players from Basilan just a little off. And you know, you talk about respect earlier. You know, yung Kaduyak. Oh, smart play.
How about the pass? Was that Jeff Viernes?
Oh.
On the inbounds? Perfectly timed pass in Kaduyak. The catch, the touch, free throw coming up. You know. Finishes with one leg.
Could not complete the three-point play. 20-point lead. Natapik ni Jeff Viernes. Like to thank LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL. Viernes launches a 3.
Off left.
Short. Santos with the putback.
Specialty of the house.
And this is the closest they've been since the start of the half. Talking about Basilan.
Would you believe that's only the first offensive rebound of Arwin Santos? He has 7 rebounds, but he's usually a monster on both ends. Now, obviously, he's in a different point of his career, but still capable.
Tolentino gets the inbound. Eric Camson is in the ball game. Lingoy against Hoson. Turnover.
Medyo minadali. Still 12 seconds left on the shot clock. Being the second feeder, nabasa niya yung ball screen. It was a good read because of the hard show here in the ball screen. Before the defense would recover on that roller, he was looking to make that pass. Sobrang alamang.
Arwin.
Big basket coming up short.
There's an offensive foul.
Hoson.
And Enzo Hoson.
Yeah. I'm surprised that Arwin took a jump shot instead of a set shot. Dalawang klase kasi ang tira niya, especially during his prime days.
Yung jump shot na yan?
Oo. He's the only player, especially during our time, that really mastered both. Na kaya niyang i-shoot dalawa set shot and jump shot. And those are 2 different rhythms. Pero nung huli, nagulat ako, medyo ginam shot niya.
May konting ano pa eh.
Kaya naging short eh. Kaya feeling ko naging short yung tira niya. Big part of it.
We're reviewing the call.
Thank you.
Oo.
Yeah, this is something new. Yeah.
Pinangalanan tayo.
Yeah.
Buwabi ko naman. Lagi naman tayo pinapangalanan eh.
Before the game, yes. From what I remember. Pero ganda yan.
Kaya nga, noon. Sige na nga, batiin ko na. Joel Lee yun, nanonood.
Yun.
May laro bukas. Jensan.
Tama raw.
Kalaban nila, Sarangani. Doon sa Batangas City Coliseum.
Pushing foul, number 15. Enzo Hoson is
Third personal foul on Enzo Hoson.
Well, we have time, you know. It reminds me yung graphics, yung parang yung sneaky butler ni Adam Sandler doon sa isang movie. Biglang lumilitaw na lang. You remember that?
Medyo late na. Okay?
Pagod ka na. Kulang ka na sa magnesium.
Kulang na. And I'll get back to you on that. 70-52. They go to Cañete against Mahari.
Face up.
Impis ang tira ni Cañete. Kaduyak with the rebound. Kabagnot to Hoson. Enzo to Mahari. Lumapit si Mahari. Mahari forces that one in and a foul against Camson.
Fortunate right there. Obviously not confident to take this shot. And then tulad yung sinabi mo, lumapit sa depensa. But he gets the call. So stop clock, which favors them. 2 free throws. Still enough time. 4:35. One last run.
This free throw is brought to you by Extreme Appliances ang subok at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. First one is good para kay John Mahari. 70-53. Two for two.
Those are big free throws. "13 points, 4 rebounds for Mahari."
Second half lahat
Yeah.
ng puntos niya. Caballero is back in the game alongside Tolentino, Cañete, Balagtas, and Pingoy. For Rizal, Caballero, Coco Pingoy, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Pingoy, Santos in front of him. And Santos pokes the ball away. Struggles to recover. Mahari.
Oh, what a play by Pingoy. And if you're Mahari, you got to go up strong. Just like this one. I was surprised na pumeke pa itong si Mahari because he only had, Kokong Pingoy was going to do nothing up in the air. Giving up, 4 inches against a smaller Kokong Pingoy. But Tolentino on the other side, going up strong and earning these 2 free throws at the stripe.
And Tolentino, that's the first one to drop.
He's probably not gonna get BPG in tonight's game if Rizal is able to close this one out. But certainly the game changer, because when he came in, he made a lot of things happen inside the floor, defensively and offensively, itong si Tolentino.
Yung energy niya na binigay.
Oh. With the exception of that unsportsmanlike Kikalo.
Pingoy in front of Mahari.
Had to shoot it.
Here's Mahari.
That's a charge. That's a charge. It's a block.
It's a blocking foul.
Oh, tinamaan sa mukha eh.
Oo.
Pero dahil hindi established, gumagalaw. You know, but to me, that's a charge right there. If that's not a charge, I don't know what. Binato pa ng bola. Oo, yun yung mabigat doon. Yan yung hindi natin nakita.
And we're gonna take a look at this.
Review this. Could they reverse the call? Maybe, let's see. Talagang kulang ka na sa magnesium.
Hindi, pero kasi inaabangan ko yung tawag dun
Okay.
sa
I thought you faded out on me.
Masyado kang assertive this late, okay? Masyado ka ng assertive. I gotta dismiss you now.
I think we're on a break. Let's go to a gap.
No.
Let's get some magnesium.
No.
Wala?
There's no gap.
There's
They're
no
checking
gap?
the play.
Okay.
Especially the throw after the foul.
Right. Okay.
Tingnan natin kung i-reverse yung tawag. Because if you can only reverse if there's a challenge.
Yun lang ba yun?
Yeah.
I remember asking you about this earlier.
The challenge was okay to reverse the call.
Yes,
But,
okay. Thanks for clarifying, Commissioner Sedel.
Coco Pingoy, 5 fouls.
Coco Pingoy, that's foul number
Technical
5.
foul on number 99, John Mahari, for throwing the ball to his opponent.
So,
John Mahari, 5 fouls.
oh, Mahari has to leave the game for because of a technical.
Yeah.
So, the technical free throw should come first.
Right. So that's the second player for Basilan. Nauna si Gab Dagangon with the disqualifying fouls. No, too unsportsmanlike. And then fouling out because of a technical. John Mahari.
So interesting decisions here for Coach Mactan and the rest of his staff because we have a very long season ahead of us.
Yes.
And he has a lot of personnel there on that team. He has Omar Larupay, James Tempra, Ray Publico, Sherwin Concepcion not activated for this game. And it felt like with the matchup that he had today, some of them
Mga binanggit mong pangalan.
could have been
Useful.
in a better matchup than
Well, that's our opinion.
Yeah.
That's your opinion. But, you know, let's not forget, a coach knows his players best. He's the one who spends time with them, practices with them. He's the one who probably handpicked them.
Yep.
But we'll see kung, you know, as the season progresses.
But the good thing is that he has them on the
Right,
squad.
right.
Yun yung magandang ano sa kanya. Sa sitwasyon nila because maraming options going forward. 71 to 56. Naive. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Cañete has to attack.
Mahirap na pasa yun.
And Cañete, Mintis. Viernes with a rebound. Now with Hoson. Kaduyak.
Corner.
Cabagnot to Santos for 2. And only a 13-point game here. 13 points para kay Arwin Santos. Basilan closing in. A couple more stops here.
Big stop coming up right here. No question.
Naive.
You see, even if that was clean, what's mind-boggling there is that shot clock was winding down, 8-7 seconds. You take a risk by putting in your hand. This was that semi-transition play, Cabagnot to Santos. How many million times have we seen that combo?
That's foul number 5 on Enzo Hoson. Now Jervy Cruz returns to the game. No, they're gonna challenge it. I think they've used up the challenge. Did they in the first half? Yeah.
Wala na. Nagamit na.
Rob Labagala, Melo Navarro, and Coach Mactan in discussion there.
Those are 3 point guards, by the way. Mactan, back in the day, was some point guard in the Chinese league. And obviously, Melo Navarro, the big brother of Lorenzo and Rob Labagala from the UE Red Warriors.
Galing din yan.
Mahusay yan.
8 points for Robbie Naive.
Naging kakampi ko yun eh. Hindi ko naalala sa dami ng ensayo namin. Hindi ko naalalang napagod siya sa ensayo. Parang hindi tao.
Coach Rob. Kaduyak on to Santos. 3-pointer.
Short. Yeah.
Caballero with a rebound.
Halos lahat ng mintis ni Arwin ngayong laro. Short lahat.
Keanu sees a gap. Kick out to Camson. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Camson ball fake. Dire-derecho. No good. The pick ends up with Caballero.
Now, what an effort by Balagtas keeping that ball alive for another possession.
Naive. 3-pointer. No. Kaduyak to Santos. 2 points. 15 in the game for Arwin. 11-point lead for Rizal. And 7 rebounds as well para kay Arwin Santos, the former MVP in the PBA. Oh, tapik! Hindi nakita ni
Ni Jeff Viernes. So that's the thing when you're not jumping ball side and not seeing the ball when you're off ball. Sa mga ganung pagkakataon, kahit lamang ka sa pwesto, hindi mo makukuha yung bola. 2-on-1 break. Easy finish for Arwin.
Let's play of the game. Brought to you by 1xBet.
Iba rin yung pride maglaro ni Arwin, no?
Yeah.
Kasi
I think the second half was more
sa
pride.
tingin ko pagod na siya, pero hindi ko pa nakikita sa mukha niya na pagod siya.
Tama. And yun nga, no? The second half has been more about pride for Basilan.
Right. Iba yung toughness, yung mental toughness na pinakita ni Arwin. That sends a message sa kanyang kupunan.
Kaduyak attacks. Layup is good.
10-point game.
Alday gets trapped.
That's a bad decision by Alday. He
Gets
got bailed out.
There's a foul by Viernes, but
I gotta look back on why Alday, because I'm not sure if malapit na sa 8 seconds. That's the only reason why you want to cross half court. But if you see two white shirts in front of you, basically walk into a trap. He got bailed out right there.
Kamson at the line.
Big shot.
Nice debut para kay
Yeah.
Eric Kamson. 14 points and 8 rebounds. Giving this Rizal team much needed toughness.
I'll say it right now, especially if this team's healthy, Apacible, Estacio, this is a legitimate top 4 team in their division. Talking about Rizal.
In the South.
They have the players and the depth. They have star players. I think Alday is their guy, but they also have depth.
We have a timeout. Minute and 19 remaining. Rizal up by 12. Michael Cañete, Eric Kamson, and Marco Balagtas, the front line of Rizal, combining for 43 points. 43 of the 74. It's usually the guards who are in the limelight here for Rizal, but tonight, it's the front line getting the job done. Cañete on the bench right now. Kabagnot down low to Arwin. Well defended by Balagtas.
Nakatamaan, Kamson and I think Viernes. Power play ngayon. 5 versus 4 ang Rizal, but obviously time on their side.
Caballero layup short. Arwin rebound ahead to Kabagnot. Tolentino is there. And Rizal's gonna pick up win number 1 of the season, but Basilan responding mightily after going down by 31. They will lose the game, but a good sign again at the way they fought
Right.
near the end.
Make no mistake, at one point this was a 31-point game, yes, but this was a hard-fought win for Rizal.
No,
Because we talked about them executing, having supreme effort. It takes a lot of work to do that. It takes a lot of effort, not only physically but also mentally, to execute on both ends. Effort supreme, execution supreme. The amount of work exerted, supreme. You gotta tip your hat also to Basilan. They could have just lied down on the floor and said, next game na tayo. Kasi kahit naman 31-point lead, 40-point lead, isang talo lang yan. But this game, they also wanted to send a message, not to the league, but maybe to themselves na hindi tayo papatalo ng ganito.
Tama. And our best player of the game is brought to you by 1xBet. That's Michael Cañete, who was again new team for Michael Cañete, but he's back to his old self. Ito si Michael Cañete. Ganda rin naman ang pinakita niya dito after a season with Abra.
Kondisyon eh.
Oo. But Basilan's gonna be a problem. Make no mistake about it. They lose. First time in their return to the MPBL. And meanwhile, let's go to Sydney Crespo.
Kasama ko nga si Mike Cañete, ang ating best player of the game para sa Rizal Centro Mall Golden Coolers. Mike, congratulations. First win and a double-double performance, 18 points, 15 rebounds. Mike, describe to us kung paano ninyo pinaghirapan ng panalong ito.
Siguro sa team namin talaga yon, yung eagerness namin na manalo. Sa practice pa lang, pinapractice na talaga namin yung depensa namin. Doon kami mananalo eh.
Ngayon, Mike, napakagandang simula nga para sa Rizal this season. No? Lamang kayo sa 3 points, free throws, rebounds, steals. Ano namang masasabi mo sa efforts ng mga kasama mo ngayong gabi?
Yung teammates ko talagang gutom lang talaga sila manalo sa first game namin. Hanggang tuloy-tuloy hanggang sa dulo.
Mike, may mga babatiin ka ba?
Binabati ko po yung aming punong lungsod na sina Governor Nini Inares, Governor Ito Inares at kay Mayor Junjun Inares. Nagpapasalamat din po kami sa Rizal Team Owner sa Golden Coolers na sila Sir Jaime Lim at Boss Joel Conde. At sa Centro Mall na sila Sir Alex Cruz at Sir Sandre Cruz. At binabati ko rin yung mama ko at papa ko sa Davao at yung kapatid ko.
Alright, congratulations once again, Mike Cañete, our best player of the game, brought to us by 1xBet. 1xBet. Back to you guys.
Maraming salamat, Sydney, and congratulations kay Michael Cañete and the rest of the Rizal Centro Mall Golden Coolers with a win over Basilan. Bukas, biyahing Batangas City ang inyong Liga ng Bawat Pilipino, Zamboanga Sikat against the Val City Magic. Both teams making their debut. In the second game, it's the Jensen Warriors